Thanks for joining us for today's tutorial. Today we will discuss strategies to complete your points of view essay assignment. In week 1, you selected a topic to work with throughout the course to practice your critical thinking skills. This week, you will take the same topic and discuss alternative points of view about your subject. To do so, you will locate 2 different sources in the Opposing Viewpoints in Context database. Based on the research you locate, you will note the intellectual standards used well and used poorly in each source. You should recall that these standards are clarity, accuracy, precision, relevance, depth, breadth, logic, significance, and fairness. Basically, for this assignment, you will 1. Introduce your topic, 2. Explain the 2 different viewpoints selected, and 3. Identify 1 intellectual standard used well and 1 used poorly for each viewpoint. To begin the assignment, we are directed to the Opposing Viewpoints in Context database. To get to the Opposing Viewpoints in Context database, go to the Library tab at the top of the page. Next, select University Library. When the next page populates, select the Databases A to Z tab. Next, select the Opposing Viewpoints in Context database by typing in the name of the database in the search bar or by clicking on the letter O at the bottom. Next, the Opposing Viewpoints in Context database will load. As you can see, you can enter your topic into the search bar, or you can scroll down and start your search from the auto-populated categories below if one fits your topic. For the purpose of this assignment, we will choose the topic of gun control. Specifically, I will focus on the viewpoints connected to the banning of semi-automatic rifles. Essentially, the question I am asking is, should semi-automatic rifles be banned? Yes or no? Having narrowed my search down to a manageable topic, I am ready to look for my 2 sources. To begin, in the search bar, I type, banning semi-automatic rifles. As you can see, 2 viewpoints generate. One is in favor of banning semi-automatic rifles, and one is not in favor of banning semi-automatic rifles. When you locate a source you feel good about, click on the link to open it. Then look for interesting points of view. You should take relevant notes in your own words regarding strong views on the topic. For instance, here is an argument that stood out to me. The quote is, "Common sense tells one that no hunter or recreational sportsman should need a military-style assault weapon to shoot a deer, duck, or clay pigeon. If they do, they might consider taking up bowling instead." Now, to summarize this in my own words, I might summarize it as follows. Sound judgment dictates assault-style rifles are unnecessary for hunting and target shooting. Using an assault rifle to kill a deer is comparable to using a bowling ball to kill a fly. Remember, when you summarize or quote from a source, you need to cite it using APA formatting. An in-text citation for a summary would include the author's last name and year. If you include a direct quote, your in-text citation would include the author last name, year, and page number. To further help with APA formatting, you can use the Citation Tool found on the right side of the screen. The Citation Tool allows you to cite your source's reference citation in a formatting style. Clicking on the Citation Tools link will force a pop-up window to open. Once this opens, under Choose Citation Format, select APA as a formatting option. Next, the APA reference citation will populate. Copy it to transfer to your assignment by clicking on Select. The reference citation should be transferred to the Word document you are using to draft your points of view essay. Now that we covered the Opposing Viewpoints database and its tools, let's review what needs to be present in your assignment. The first step is to introduce your topic. Start the paragraph with an intriguing statement or question. End the intro with a statement summarizing the intent of your essay. Your next 1 to 2 paragraphs should summarize the main opposing arguments found in the 2 sources on your controversial topic. Finally, your conclusion needs to note the intellectual standards used well and poorly in each source. If you have questions about any step to complete in this assignment, please let your instructor know. Best wishes. You've got this.